Hey guys, welcome to the first edition of Insider, MixCoach Member Insider. We're going to talk about all of our new members, some of our helpful members that have been posting blog topics. We're going to talk about some opportunities that you may have to come to help us with a live recording that we're doing this weekend. And our new downloadable session drops tomorrow, and you may have a chance to be on the record, so don't miss it.
Hey guys, how's it going? This is the first edition of the MixCoach Member Insider.
Yep.
And we've got a lot of things going on. Since the first one, we've got a lot of things that have happened in the past week or so. We've got a lot of new members.
Yep.
But first and foremost, the next downloadable session drops tomorrow. And tell us a little bit about what that is, Kevin.
Well, Randy Miller is a friend of mine, and he's working on a record right now, and I begged and pleaded until he agreed to. Really didn't have to twist his arm too much.
Not at all. He's super excited.
Randy, let me tell you just a little bit about Randy. He is a gear hound. He loves boutique mic pre's and mics and stuff. He loves to build his own stuff, and he's got a studio down in South Alabama where he tracked these tracks, and they sound amazing. I've already heard them. And here's the deal. He's going to give them to us and let us mix them. And the cool thing is, he's agreed to. I asked him if some of the mixes were good enough to be on the record. Could they be on the record? So somebody, more than likely, who mixes a song is going to be able to get a national release and get credit on a national release. So I think that's pretty exciting.
Yeah,
Plus,
that's great.
Another thing we're going to try to do too is in a couple of weeks after you download these sessions, we're going to talk to Randy and we're going to walk you through kind of what you would need to do as a working engineer. I know some of you are. I know some of you have mentioned that you want this kind of experience. We're going to talk to Randy, find out what he's looking for in a mix. And I just think it's going to be a blast.
No, that's gonna be really fun. And then so after you guys get the sessions and everything, we'll have the whole question and answer time with him, and then everybody submits. What's the kind of cutoff date that you were kind of thinking for that sort of thing?
We're going to cut off registrations. So anybody who is watching this now that wants to get in on this, you need to sign up before March the 17th, which is St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah.
So before that Saturday, you need to be in, because we need to cut it off then, because I don't want it to get too many people. I want it to be kind of a small sort of thing where we can all learn from each other on how to mix Randy Miller's project.
Yeah. All right. The other thing is we're going to be in Augusta, Georgia this weekend, you and me,
Yep.
And we're going to be recording at the Bell Auditorium there.
In Augusta, yeah.
Yeah, and we just want to invite everybody to kind of come out, right?
Anybody that's around. I know we got a lot of subscribers from Poland, Russia,
all over the place,
Barcelona, Spain, Mexico. So it may be a little rough for you to get here by this Friday.
Yeah.
But if you happen to be in South Georgia and you want to come by, hang out with us, we're going to be setting up on. We're going to be driving down on Friday, which is in a couple of days, and then we are going to be setting up on Friday and Saturday. And if you want to come and hang out, we'd love to hang out with you. Get to meet you face to face.
We'll put you to work, and we'll put you on the album credits as well.
Well, I wasn't going to mention putting them to work.
Well,
because they may not want to come now. But
that's true.
If you want to help us pull cables and kind of figure out this thing, we sat for probably an hour this morning just dreaming up the kind of mics we're going to need and all that kind of thing. So this is going to be kind of a real world live recording that you guys could do wherever you are, because we don't have a mobile truck and a big console or anything like that. This is really, we're going to use your Digio 3,
yep.
Because it's a bluegrass session, so there's a lot of live mics, but there's not a drum kit, so there's not going to be a ton of inputs. It's instrument mics, vocal mics, etc., and audience mics is one of the things that we're actually going to, that we're trying to work out the details on too. But this is going to be a video, and if you want to come on out. We'd love to meet you. But you need to, I'll tell you what, at the bottom of the MixCoach member page, there's a little telephone at the bottom. And what it does is it'll ring your phone and my phone. Just give me a call on that. If you need to, leave a message, and I'll get back in touch with you about where we're going to meet up and maybe give you specific directions and stuff if you want to come. I'd love to see you, though.
Yeah. Also, we're working really hard to get a lot of content out for you guys. We're planning it. We're making sure we want to put everything out that you guys want. So we have a poll up this month, and it's what's the most important thing to you about the site. So that's I think we have 4 different options. We have the downloadable session. We have the forums if the community is super important to you, and then all the way to the interviews with other professionals if that's important to you. And what's the other one? There's 4 on there.
The tutorials.
Yeah, the tutorials. So kind of go on there, vote. Tell us what's important to you. We'll be kind of focusing things towards those directions in the future. So if you haven't voted, go in and vote because that tells us what you want.
Yeah, a lot of people have voted, and I've been surprised at some of the results, and it's definitely shaping the way we're going to do things here. So we're building this site as we go for you. So be sure you're vocal. On opinions and stuff, on polls for your opinions and stuff. We're really interested in knowing that stuff.
Absolutely. We have some exciting forum elements this month. We have a couple of topics that are just kind of blew us away a minute ago.
Speaking of vocal people, there's a lot of people chimed in.
It's strip silence and drum tracks. There's a good forum topic about that. There's what are your go-to plugins. People are kind of discussing that. There's mixing in mono. Where there's talking about that. We've done podcasts on that before. And then there's a session where you can post your sessions that you've mixed of the Chris Hester mix. So you can post up there and let everybody hear your tracks, let them comment on it. There's a stop and say hello. If you haven't done that as well, make sure you go on there. Tell us who you are. We've got a lot of good stuff there. Shout out to some of our helpful members this month. Some of the top members.
We need to do. We need to do this. I am so grateful for some of these guys. I just want to mention some of these names. Like I mentioned, Bavaria, Germany. We've got Poland. We've got Barcelona, Spain in the house. We've got Mexico.
Yeah,
and not to mention Florida and D.C. area, and New York. There's people from literally all over the world, which makes this community even cooler because literally we'll be able to learn a lot. I'm expecting to learn as much from you guys as you're hopefully learning from me. But I just wanted to run down the list. Do I have time to run down the list?
You do have time to run down the list.
Let's see. We've got and help me out with some of these names. Feel free to give me a hard time in the forums if I mispronounce your name because I'm probably going to mispronounce some. But I'm just going to start in alphabetical order. Okay, Alfonso Saez, Adrian Espinosa, Tony Gillett. Gillett, Aleski Hannanen, Andrew Lawrence, Miguel Nova, big virtual high five to all you guys, Angela Murata, Bart Delacourt, Mark Davies, Ben Loftus, he's the product manager at MixBus. Glad to have him on board.
Killer.
Brett Moet, Brett McCoy, Brian Johnson, Catherine Vamva, Matt Baker, Curtis Jones, David Heiser, Christian Stockelmeyer, Graham Cochran from Recording Revolution is actually on board. So, and I've noticed that he's been really good about starting forum topics and answering questions and stuff. That's what this is all about. Let's see. Greg Rutledge, Hector. Here's the first one. Gutierrez. That's not too hard. Hector Gutierrez. I even sound good doing it. So, okay, Svetoslav Angelov. He, I think, from Russia. Or Poland. I'm sorry. I should know this, but I'm glad you guys are on board. Jamar Andrews, Norman Jankowski, Jeffrey Crownover, Jeff Mueller, Jeff Smith, Jim Jepson, Jostine Anderson from Denmark, Thomas Shriver, Laszlo Galosi, Logan Brown, Louis Diaz. Louis been really vocal on the forums too.
Absolutely, yeah. And he actually compiled a blog post about
about vocal editing. He sent me some of his favorite tutorial videos, and I would love. This is what's going to make this community so awesome is that you guys submitting stuff back so we can let the other guys read. Let's see, where was I at? Alan Robson, Michael Miller, Gugier Johansson. Yeah, that's right. Kerry Potts from New York City in the house. High five. Justin Riffle from West Virginia. Keith Mitchell. Nick Hall. Peter Bowers. Gary Jenkins. Paul Boland. Bill McDonald. Ronald May. Oh, man, I'm just so thankful for you guys. Johnny White. Sean Street. Stephen Gordon. Christian Peterson, Stephen Bryson, Steve Borden, Stone Walters from the UK. Stone has also been very...
Yeah, he's been posting a lot.
And thank you, Stone.
Yeah, absolutely.
Tassie Sandor, which I've seen some posts from you too. Ted Arsenault, Tom Rastikas. Okay, you can give me a hard time. I think I said that right. Rastikas, Tom Rastikas. It's fun to say, actually. Say it.
Rastikas?
Yeah, it's cool.
I like it.
Vincent Robel and Yuri Simonov. That's everybody. That is, I think, 60. I wasn't keeping count.
64.
So anyway, we probably need to wrap it up now before our camera runs out of space. That means 10 minutes is over. Anyway, we probably should wrap it up.
All right, cool.
Is that everything?
That's everything. We actually covered everything. Everything down to all the blog posts. Make sure you do the poll. Make sure you check back. And if you're going to be in the Georgia, Augusta, Georgia area, contact us. Yep. Thanks, guys.
Thanks.